Today we're going to be working on our national monuments, and we're going to do a pastel of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. These are the colors you'll be using. There's a medium orange, a lighter orange, pink. There is an aqua, dark blue, rust, another kind of medium blue, very important, purple, and a bright red. All right, we're going to start with our orange. Turn it to where you've got a point, and let's start on our bridge. The bridge is pretty long, and it has a slight curve in it. Now the bridge is the star of the show. Okay, now we're going to put the supports up so the bridge can stand up. This one is smaller because it's further away. This one is bigger because it's closer to you. I didn't make my bridge quite long enough. There we go. Okay, now we have the bridge set, and we're going to put our mountains in behind it. So you take your purple and just put in the shoreline behind the bridge. In between the, what would you call them, girders? Yes. Okay. Basically, there's your shoreline. Then you can take your rusty color, and the rust and the purple kind of go together and make these mountains behind the bridge. Now, there is an outcropping of rocks here that comes up like this. Another one or two right there. Okay. All right, let's work on the bridge. Now, pick up your orange again, and let's connect these supports like this. Let's connect them like this. Down to the bridge. Now, one thing I do need to admit and point out, it sometimes is hard to get lines on a pastel because it's a thicker point. So you just do the very best that you can. Now it's going to really start coming together when you can get all the lines of your bridge on. Turn it on the side and do it as thinly as possible. Thin, thin, thin. Now these are far away, so you don't need to show up so many of those. Now, to show light, we're going to go, the light's coming from this way, from the left. So we're going to make a shadow on the right side of the girders and going across the bridge. You see, there goes the thicker line. You can work with it. Don't be discouraged. It's going to be fine. Now, when you get to these big lines at the top, just do the best that you can. Making them as thin as you can. We can go back over them again with the orange, okay? Just be sure you get some under there. Okay, now let's just let this rest for a minute and we're going to work on the bay. Okay? All right. Pick up your lighter color. First, let's put a couple of rocks out here, because we got to have some splashing waves. Okay. You can work at your own pace. You don't need to try to keep up with me, because I've done this a couple of times and I know what I want to do. So I'm going to show some crashing waves. Look, just make wave impressions. Okay? Now right here, we're going to leave that as white as possible. And let's put in some water. And get up under the bridge. It doesn't matter if you get some of the purple of the mountains on there, because you're going to go back in, and with your blue, you're going to be able to pick it up, leave this white, because that's the waves pounding on there. Okay? Now, your darker blue, because this water is far away from your eye. Make it darker back there, okay? And then it's lighter up here. See, because water is just all different kinds of color. Okay? Let's work on this rock. Coming together now. We're going to just use some of this light orange, because the sun's shining right on this rock, and it's also shining right there, and right there, and right there. Okay? Now, let's see if some of this light orange is going to work, because the bridge is actually quite orange. It's not much red on it at all. All right, let's see. Take your finger and kind of smooth these colors together, and you'll see how that shoreline really stands out now. Your colors. Get in there, and you can leave some of it white, because this is foamy white. You know. Okay, now let's put in the sky. This is a light blue. Turn it on its side. It's got some different colors already on it, which is fine. It's going to be all right. Don't worry. You may want to put in a darker sky. All right, now I'm a real stickler about bringing sky and water all the way down. Just don't get it into the colors of the bridge too much. Okay, find a clean finger and kind of smooth it around some. Okay, all right. Now, let's take your dark red, and we're going to go back and get some accents on the bridge as much as we can, so it's outlined very well. Okay. There we go. And we're just about finished. And I know that yours is great and that you've worked hard on it. And I want you to show it off to your family. Be sure you sign your name here in the corner, then flip it over and name it. San Francisco Bridge and the date. And just be proud of what you've done, because you are an artist.